You are going to learn the ultimate strategies to find your audience, amplify your online presence and brand, and how to stand out online and social media.
Find creators and people in the same niche as you and interact with their content, like their posts, and when you leave comments, make sure some sort of value, entertaining, complimentary, witty. Get notice, get attention. Doing this is also going to help the algorithm of the social media platform you're doing this on learn what type of content you like more, and then in return it will push your content to the same type of people. This is why if you're running a business account, you don't want to be like liking and following and engaging with cat memes and stuff if your business is like perfume, because it's just going to mess up the algorithm, and just have a separate account for personal stuff. If you engage with smaller accounts, I'm talking about accounts, say 10K or under, more likely to follow you. On the bigger accounts, you're going to get more exposure because you've got more followers. So you'll get like a better return, I'm basically saying. And understand their content, their audience, who comments on their post, and their delivery, their topics, their flow, to give you an idea how you can create awesome content as well, which is going to get eyeball and good conversions. If you're struggling to find creators in your niche, the top ones, then just use the search bar filters and filter top views, top likes, and it will show you the big dogs in your industry content, or even just do this week. Now, once you've created a decent relationship with your favorite creators and you've been interacting with them, they might have even been interacting with you, now's your chance to ask them for a collaboration. This works really well on platforms such as Instagram. And a really good private message template you could use is drop the message and say something like this. This message is not salesy, it's not pushy, and it leaves the ball in their court, and it makes you look very chilled out and casual as well. So if you have an awesome idea, there's a very good chance that they're gonna reply to this message and do a collaboration with you. And even if not, you'll more likely get a response. Remember, regarding the size of your following, it's important to explain the benefits for both parties and be clear about your value proposition, like what you bring to the table with your ideas, content, or you working together in the first place. Ask yourself, what do people ask you all the time? What do people ask you about the most? What are you really good at? What are your passions? What are your thoughts? What do you think about your icks? Because these things will really help make your brand stronger and also help define it. And you can talk about these subjects as well as content, and it'll draw people in because it's more raw and authentic, and you attract the tribe which is exactly the same as you. So write these things down, have a bit of self-reflection. Write down your passions and your strengths or superpowers. What generally excites you. If you're struggling to get any feedback, then just ask, do a story, do polls, ask the questions, ask it on content, and then that way you will get some feedback. And if you don't get feedback, then just keep going until you do. And then we have the being inconsistent on the platform in general. There's no better way how to sabotage your growth in your account by being flaky and making people feel like you don't care about them at all. Because you've got to remember, when you're posting content, it's not about you, it's about your audience or an audience. And by you not turning up and being consistent, that just makes you look flaky. It makes it look like you don't care about the platform. Now, some strategy and tips to help you to be consistent. Have a content calendar, or just have set amount of posts you're going to do per week. Could say, I'm going to do no more, or I'm going to do a minimum of 3 posts this week. Doesn't matter when you do it, just stick to that target. You could also do, I'm not going to post no more than 3 posts a day. So if you did 1 post, that's fine. If you do 2 posts, that's fine. If you do 3, game time, bonus time, it doesn't matter. But you give yourself like a target. Helps me make myself accountable with a target and a goal. This also helps keep me motivated. If you want to make your life easier, then do a tiny bit of batch making. So make a bit of content in advance. You don't have to do all the editing right away, but just get in the flow of being creative, the easier it will get. And you'll be able to shut up more. Because what happens is, the more consistent you are making content, you end up becoming more like efficient and creative anyway, and then you just start getting like ideas all the time. And if you think of something, good idea, write down on your phone for later. And when it comes to creating content, you've got like this sort of memory or exercise library idea bank of really good ideas you can use. Respond to comments, ask open-ended questions so they will reply back so you can have a conversation, and actually engage with audience, make them feel valued. And that's a really awesome feeling because people can copy your products, right? They can copy your courses, but people can't actually copy you and your personality, no matter how hard they try, because you are you and no one can replace you. If you're camera shy, I want you to think about you're having a conversation with somebody you care about, like, your best mate, your best buddy, and keep their face in your mind. Other strategies you can do and methods to still deliver your content. You can have B-roll footage, and that's like a video of somebody doing something. Even better, B-roll footage of yourself playing a game, typing, working out, walking. Really good, really authentic, really popular on social media at the moment. Have B-roll footage, and then just add a voice over it, over the top, and put tips on the screen, or do like auto captions or captions of what you're talking about when you're providing this value, so you don't actually have to be talking on the video with this method. If you're uncomfortable with your voice, because let's be honest, we all hate the sound of our own voice, but you can use like AI generators to help change your voice, and there's filters on platforms like TikTok, on tools like CapCut, where it can just change your voice to a different tone or funny voice anyway. To ramp up your online presence even more, then it's good to network, because building relationships is all about giving, not taking. And the more you give out to people, the more you'll get back in return. But the key is to give out without expecting to get anything back in return, because you love what you do, you're creative, all right, and you're so passionate about it, and people can feel that in your content. And these are the people which always do well, because people buy into people and their personalities, their quirks, what they do for others. Not about people who are all about self-serving their ego all the time and vanity metrics. This is why my videos are like this. I don't do loads of hyper editing, because I want you to feel like you're having more of a personal relationship with me. Now, if you want to get better at listening to other people, then just do active listening. Actually listen to what people have to say, what they have to say in their content, and engage with purpose. You can comment with thoughtful questions, compliments, and show a genuine, interest in there. What happens is, with these interactions and connections you create, it ends up being like a value exchange. Because if you help other people with their content, then most of the time people will reciprocate the favor and they start engaging with you back. So bring back the social in social media and be more social. Please do like this video if you found it valuable. Ask me any questions in my DMs on Instagram or in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one.